You remember what you said yesterday, right? A simple question. Innocent, even. But when someone asks it with the right tone, calm, slightly confused, your memory suddenly feels unreliable. That's not an accident. The most dangerous manipulations don't announce themselves. They whisper. They plant seeds of doubt so small you don't notice them growing until you're questioning everything you thought you knew about yourself. Welcome to the art of gaslighting, where reality isn't stolen. It's gently rewritten. It starts so subtly you'd miss it if you blinked. I never said that. You're remembering it wrong. Are you sure? Because that's not what happened. At first, you argue back. You know what you heard. You know what happened. But then they say it again. And again. With such calm certainty that a small voice inside you whispers, "What if I'm wrong?" That voice is the opening they need. Because gaslighting doesn't work by force. It works by erosion. One tiny doubt at a time, until your grip on reality starts to slip. Here's what makes gaslighting so effective: it targets your trust in yourself. Most people think manipulation is about control. It is. But the deepest control isn't over your actions, it's over your perception. If someone can make you doubt what you saw, heard, or felt, they don't need to control you. You'll control yourself. The formula is elegant. Step 1, deny with confidence. That never happened. Say it calmly. Say it repeatedly. The certainty is the weapon. Step 2, flip the script. You're too sensitive. You're overthinking. You always do this. Suddenly, the problem isn't what they did, it's how you're reacting. Step 3, rewrite history. Not dramatically. Just small edits. Change a detail here, shift a timeline there. Make you question the little things first. Because if you can't trust your memory about the small stuff, how can you trust it about anything? Step 4, isolate the doubt. No one else sees it that way. Everyone thinks you're overreacting. Now it's not just them versus you, it's the world versus you. The genius? You start doing the work for them. You second guess yourself before speaking. You apologize for things you didn't do. You shrink your reality to fit theirs. And all the while, they look at you with concern. I'm worried about you. You're not yourself lately. No. You're exactly what they needed you to become. But here's the darker truth: gaslighting works because most of us are already primed for it. Think about it. How often do you doubt yourself without anyone's help? How many times have you replayed a conversation, wondering if you misunderstood? How often do you apologize reflexively, just to avoid conflict? Gaslighters don't create that uncertainty. They just exploit it. They find the cracks in your confidence, the moments where you already feel unsure, and they widen them. They turn your self-doubt into a weapon against you. And because you're doing most of the damage yourself, you never see them as the enemy. Here's what's chilling: most gaslighters don't even think they're lying. They genuinely believe their version of events. Not because it's true, but because they've told it so many times it became true in their mind. They've rewritten reality for themselves first. And now, with total conviction, they're rewriting yours. That's why arguing doesn't work. You're not fighting someone who's lying. You're fighting someone who's convinced themselves they're telling the truth. And conviction always sounds more believable than confusion. So what do? You stop trying to prove you're right. Because the game isn't about truth, it's about power. And the moment you're defending your reality, you've already lost. You've accepted that it's up for debate. The only defense is to stop engaging with the distortion. Trust what you know. Write it down if you have to. Date it. Save it. Build an archive of your own reality that can't be edited by someone else's words. Because memory is fragile. But records don't gaslight. Here's the final layer most people don't talk about: gaslighting isn't always malicious. Sometimes, it's just two people who remember things differently, both convinced they're right. The line between honest disagreement and manipulation is thinner than we'd like to admit. But there's a difference. And it shows in the pattern. Honest misunderstanding. It's mutual. Both people doubt, both people reflect, both people adjust. Gaslighting. It only moves one direction. You doubt. They're certain. You apologize. They accept. You shrink. They expand. One person's reality grows while the other's disappears. And if you're reading this, wondering if someone in your life is gaslighting you, the fact that you're asking is already your answer. Because people in healthy relationships don't spend their days questioning whether their memories are real. But here's the uncomfortable part. If you recognize these patterns, ask yourself one more question. Have you ever done this to someone else? Not intentionally. Not maliciously. But in a moment of defensiveness, did you ever say, "That's not what happened," with just a little too much conviction? Did you ever make someone feel crazy for remembering something you'd rather forget? Because gaslighting isn't just something monsters do. It's something humans do when they're afraid of being wrong. The art of making people doubt reality isn't learned in a manual. It's learned in the moment your ego decides it's safer to rewrite the truth than to face it. So the next time someone tells you, "That never happened," pause. Not to argue. Not to defend. Just to notice. Are you doubting yourself? Or are you remembering clearly? Because the first act of resistance isn't speaking up. It's trusting what you know is true. Even when no one else does.